And welcome everyone to another Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations live stream. It's good to be back, and hopefully no more WWE releases happen and take us entirely away from the game. Let's hope finally we'll have a midday Phoenix Wright stream without WWE making stupid releases for budget cuts. Let's hope. Will it happen? Maybe not, but we can hope. Okay, it's time for the most important part of the stream, as always, to check if we have audio. So, take that down. Let's see. Do we have in-game audio? Any technical difficulties in the building? That would be a no. We are good to go. Now, last time around, I remember a little bit of what happened. But, like, it was one of those things where I just kind of remember the chaos that went through when we started hearing about the releases. I remember going through, we were stuck on Old Man Kudo here. Victor Kudo and his whole go of kind of explaining the situation. Let's see. I gotta go over like everything again. Alright. Oh god. Jaren coming in with the kayfabe news. I said at the beginning, just a couple of seconds ago, we don't need any more release news. Oh lord. Now the question is, with the kayfabe news, was it budget cuts? Welcome to the stream, man. Okay. Wait a minute, did I just think this through? Did I just brain this? If I'm right on this, I'm gonna go batshit insane. Okay, I didn't think I was right. I was about to say. It just was weird. I was going over everything, so I'm like, guy's left eardrum eating. An NFC QB coach said Mac Jones is the most NFL-ready quarterback in the draft class. Like, I'll say I think the man's pro-ready. He's coming out of Bama, which is a pro-style scheme for the most part. You know, it's one back, so it's heavy ground game. But still, you run a very pro-style scheme. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Zach Wilson has proven he's ready. And Trevor Lawrence. Anything else gotta be said? Like, I'm just saying. Oh, I fully believe Devonta Smith is a big reason why Mac Jones was so good. Same thing with Jalen Waddle. But you do have to be somewhat good to get the ball to them. Keep that in mind. It is, I think people give a little too much credit to one side normally, but it's kind of a split. However, good quarterbacks do make bad players look better. Peyton Manning, very good at it. Why did we never go over a wireless? Like, why is there no evidence of a wireless? Which I assume is just the scouter he's wearing. But there are receivers like Tyreek Hill who could go out and make Jared Goff look like the next GOAT. That's very true. There are, you know, your Jerry Rice type of receivers that can make anybody better looking. And I'll say this much. If I'm Detroit and I'm sitting there and Devonta Smith is right in my lap, I'm taking Smith. I'm not even second guessing the pick. You want Jared Goff to succeed, you give him Smith. And trust me, I'm hoping to God they take Smith if he's sitting there, because that would make my life in Madden so much easier. For Madden 22. But fuck it, he's been down there somewhere type of receivers. Yep. Yeah, otherwise known as the DeAndre Hopkins of the world's now. Like, I've got evidence for this stuff, but I don't really understand where the contradiction is here. I gotta press everything again, because I don't remember what he said last week. Spectacles? Got glasses to you. One of the lenses was green, but the other was broken. Yeah, so the scouter. Newfangled rubbish! That's why I remember him so well. He did have some kind of lens over his left eye. We call it a fucking scouter, and it's to check the power level of everyone around him. This man is a damn Saiyan. How many times do you people have to be told this? Point that Bad Bunny may return to WWE after his tour. I would not be opposed to it. Fuck, the man was phenomenal at WrestleMania. He was one of the best parts of WrestleMania, too. When he did that Destroyer, I was like, okay, it's mainly Morrison doing the flip here, but goddamn, that's impressive. But I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades, as the kids say. Plus, he got more work ethic. Aiden Frank. Yep. I mean, I'll say this much. Bad Bunny is the best celebrity to ever step into a wrestling ring. That's hands down. He is the best celebrity to step into a wrestling ring. And that is not taking anything away from Shaq and Stephen Amell, but freaking Bad Bunny, easily the best celebrity to step foot in the wrestling ring. Vert can't even say the wrestlers' names and finishers? Come on, man. You gotta do your research. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Godot's shop appearance. Bruh, I want to see the judge in, like, the Bret Hart shades. Where is my Photoshop of the judge in Bret Hart shades? That's what I want. Ah! We better come up with something sharp and quick! Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. I don't remember that. I guess I never went over any of those. Well, that's good. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it? That young hooligan? Yeah, I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting? How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that rustling going on? Yeah, I need to find out if Guts and Braun retained his championship. Yeah, I mean, I was like, what the fuck, Braun? Just throw Shane through the ring, damn it. Like, Verk was not trained or even briefed on the happenings inside WWE before being put in the spotlight. He got spunk, but not ready. I mean, hey, it's good to know that it sounds like at least he's, you know, trying to kind of give it that go-at-it attitude, but yeah, if you don't know the names, if you don't know the moves, it's just not gonna work. Like, that's one thing. If you watch very early AIW, I have to kind of run everything in commentary, and this is not saying anything bad about IGS at all, but that's because he doesn't know as much as I do, so I have to run essentially the table. That way, if there's any hesitation, you know, I can fill in that blank space. But as we go on, he learns the moves, he fills in real well. I mean, his commentary got really damn good before we took our hiatus. They should have put him on some B-show commentary like Main Event to train him a bit. Yeah, get my boy, what is it, Patrick? Get him on commentary. That man's energetic as fuck. It was his paper, not yours. If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own? What are you looking at me like that for? Take this, you bitch! Called the Viking Raiders finisher the Viking Express. Oh. There's only one move that ends in Express, and it's the well, no, that's the Elijah Experience. I take that back. Actually, no, he also had the Elijah Express. He had like 2 of them, which was weird. I don't get why, because really only one of them was a good finish, and that was the double knees to the back. That move was great. But Elijah Burke had the Elijah Experience as a finish. Like, or the Elijah Express as a finish. And that's like the only move I've ever heard of with the name Express in it. Can't be that difficult. Guts and Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway. Boy, Patrick's killing it as a backstage interviewer. I know. He can do it all, man. He can do it all. He got that energy. And he was also hosting Raw Talk with Xavier Woods. I saw a clip of Raw Talk, and it was him and Xavier Woods there at the table, and I'm like, my boy's hosting Raw Talk now. The wireless? The decadent young rascal? In my day, it was one of the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless. Oh boy. And using an earpiece? It's selfish. That's what it is. You let everyone hear, damn it. Yeah, I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it. Was he that desperate to listen to the radio? Could it almost be like, oh, I finally get to see you do it, Jaren. Come on. Oh, double decker here. Make it triple. Oh, baby, a triple. You know, I'm going to help you out, Jaren. There's too many to... Oh, God, you're taking... The fuck it, you got them all. Oh, baby, a triple. I was going to come in and help you, but you took care of business. Oh, I love it. 3 stabbings. Doesn't that legally make it a serial killing? Yeah, that you technically serial killed 3 bots. Because once you get over 2, it's a serial killing. So, yep. 3 stabby stabs, man. I love it. They just came in one after another. Oh, man. Yeah, triple kill, man. Oh, baby, a triple. I was gonna make an O radio joke there before the bots came flying in. I was gonna make a Zack Ryder joke, but okay. You mean the waitress who you only saw from behind, right? You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go, isn't that right? You're just like my ex-wife. You're still holding that grudge. Maybe. Oh, radio, tell me everything. That track was great. That theme was awesome. I better not push it until I've got some hard evidence. His free hand? Yes! Which hand was that? Weren't you listening before? Cloth ears? The question, do you prefer the smooth O-radio interest or the more recent O-radio? Oh, you mean the down straight, like, remix that they did? Or the original down straight version? I prefer the original more than the, like, newer, I don't want to call it a remix, but the redone version of it. However, I think the redone version had a bigger, like, kick to it right off the bat. However, I like that the theme just kind of rolled together right off the bat when he first got it. It's kind of like, Close Your Eyes, Christian's theme in WWE. It's one of those that has that real sharp beginning to it because you know exactly what it is, but then it just rolls really well. I'd rather it roll really well than just be like real sharp at one point. Yeah, I said he was rustling the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't his right hand, what do you think, dummy? Huh. Perhaps the great Mr. Wright has 3 hands. Was that a dick joke? I don't know why I automatically went to like, is that a dick joke? Okay. Yeesh, I was only asking. No need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. I've not seen the match. I've heard good things about it. Like, how damn good she is. But I have not watched the match yet. So. On a scale, if you're gonna give it a Meltzer rating, how many stars are we talking here? Because from what I've seen, or the little bits that I've seen from like the few reviewers I watched, it seems like it's been overly positive. I mean, putting her up against Zoe Starks is a good debut of her, because Zoe's just a good worker. She impressed. She definitely brings the Joshi style. Getting hyped with the crowd and yelling in Japanese. That's always good, man. That's always good. 4 out of 5 stars. There we go. Yeah, I will say, watching... Like, I haven't watched Stardom in forever now. Just because I haven't taken the time. But having watched Stardom has made me fucking love Joshi wrestling so much more. It's so fucking good. And it's like not even the cleanest style. Like, they're not the cleanest workers. God damn, they're fun. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss. I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere. Huh? Anything will do, even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake, and he's ours. And I think I already know what mistake it is. If I'm right on what he has stated in this picture. No, never mind. Well... Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, no, he used his right hand. I thought the contradiction was he used his right hand to pick up the cup. And so I had to look at the picture, and of course I had to reenact it just to make sure. Because it looked like the cup fell this way with the handle to the, like, more inward side of the booth, so I figured he picked it up with his right hand. I think this is it, but I could be wrong. Let me just save since I already did all that talking to him. Oh, I thought I big-brained it. Nope, I overthought myself. Not gonna lie, Saraya has a hell of a spinning heel kick. A spinning heel kick, great move too. Oh, wait a minute. It's gotta be something with his hand placement. That's the only thing that I think I can find a contradiction in quickly. And he brings up the right hand twice now, having the newspaper, but the writing is on the left-hand side of the paper. Like, the writing's on the far left side of the paper. It feels like the hand, the free hand, is the thing. And I can't figure this out. Really? Damn. Adisic, welcome to the stream, man. And you know what? Depending on the crime, maybe I am the culprit. So one of my favorite game series has 4 games total. Well, I learned last night there's a 5th game that hasn't been released in America, and I'm praying they localize it. Ain't that always just the fun stuff? Finding out, like, your favorite games have, like, another one that hasn't been released yet. You're sitting there and you're just like, please. Ah. 5th game ends the series, but also starts a new one with 2 new characters. Ah, so they're able to spin it over. Looks at Digimon and Dragon Quest monsters. I know that pain. Lord. Or don't forget, what was it? Pokemon Trading Card Game 2 never got localized in America. You can find, like, English ports online, apparently, but that's about it. Came out in August 2020, so I'm hoping by this August we get some news on it. Maybe? Maybe? Is it the cup? Like, I feel like if the cup let us know, like, where the fingerprints were, maybe I feel better about using the cup as evidence. Objection! It was the cup! I felt like the cup could have been it, but it, like, didn't tell me, like, where, like, what fingerprints were on it, or where they were, and that kind of threw me off. I'm overthinking like I normally do. And that's what kills me in this game. As much as I love to overthink. Too many true crime documentaries for this guy. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory? Yeah, I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory. I tell you, nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song. What the fuck is the pigeon song? You always got the guide open, Jaren. I just assume at this point you got the guide ready to go. If I need a lifeline. Care to tell us where this is going, Trite? He's got his coffee. I've got my medication. We're all good to go. One day, I'll do an early morning. I kind of don't want to, but I might try and do an early morning stream for Phoenix, and we'll go coffee to coffee with Godot. We'll go coffee to coffee one day. According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand. I'm assuming the pigeon song is Kyle's Mom's a Bitch from the South Park movie, but it replaces every instance of bitch with pigeons. Kyle's mom is a big fat pigeon. She's a big fat pigeon in the whole wide world. Everybody knows she's a big fat pigeon. Pigeon, 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 pigeon. She's a big old pigeon. Kyle's mom is a big old pigeon. She's a big old pigeon. Oh, Lord. You know what? Now I want it. I want somebody to make that. According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. Yeah? What is this? Kindergarten? Do you not know your left from your right, or your right from your left, or your elbow to your nose? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. That's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim, you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Oh, that's what you're supposed to pay attention to for that. Okay, that makes sense. I was more focused on, like, thinking about where he was holding it fingerprint-wise. And I even made a reference to I even made a point last week. I remember bringing up that there's something on it. I didn't even think about looking at that now. Yeah, so it showed that he grabbed it from the right side. Yes, there's a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see. And I will say, I actually got that he was holding the cup with his right hand from the damn picture because he fell like this. And if he was falling like this, that means he drank it, had the cup in his right hand, and instantaneously fell forward, and his hand fell flat, straight. I'm just saying, I figured it out from the picture. Big brain. That the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. But how? That Alzheimer's is sitting in real fast. Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Yeah! Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. And I think the witness had better go back to the pub. Wait! God diggity damn! I'm not done here. If you think I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, well, you're wrong. Oh, keep in mind, guys, tomorrow, remember, we start the Nuzlocke. We still have to figure out if I'm going to play on set or not for the Nuzlocke tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Think about that through the stream if you want to. Maybe we'll figure it out at the end of the stream. I still got to make the layout, too. Yeah, I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony. That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. He's ambidextrous. Full party, no. Full party white flag. Oh, no, either set or nothing. Is set or basic. That's all we're adding. I'm not ready for any extreme shit yet. Oh, yes, no question. Yeah, I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. I saw that movie. It's that dead young hot bot over there. You spiky-haired yahoo. Who are at fault? Dear Lord, starter. You mean, what would that be? It wouldn't be a monologue. I forget what they call that when you try and go through only with your starter. Which technically, I have done that before. I did it with Crystal back in the day. I literally just went through the whole game with a Cyndaquil and beat the Elite Four with a level 68 Typhlosion. Then knew all the punches and Flamethrower. Yep. By the time I got to Red, I was level 100. It was fun. Who? Me? Thank you. Oh, wrong voice there. Yes, thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man! Old man! Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me! Listen to what I've got to say! I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Godot! But this is my 16th cup of coffee. He only goes to 17. So this is your final stand. He gets one last shot, one last chance. He ain't dead yet. If you don't understand what that's about, you definitely should check yesterday's live stream. That was a fun time. Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor. Yeah, I'm eating the seeds. Phoenix gonna win the World Series. Yeah, man. Left hand or right hand? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a scouter. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. Or Saiyans. A monitor? You mean like a television screen? He's checking power levels, Your Honor. And they were over 9,000. The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work. HD TV, DVD, CD, HDMI, MP3, MP4, AVI, MPEG. All these newfangled letters drive me mad, but they don't matter. I can love it, man. I'm loving Kudo. I'm still trying to figure out why Godot mugged Georgie LaForge and stole his visor. I love that visor on him, though, man. It makes me wonder what are the eyes of Godot? What's up with his eyes? Yeah, I know what I saw, and I'm telling the truth. It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying. And those are the facts in good old black and white. Alright. Let's see. So the victim was wearing an HMD. HDTV, CD, DVD, what does it matter? It was none of them, actually. But anyway. And you're sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side? No question! I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. Yeah, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. From the opposite table, we'd only have a view of the side of the victim's head. It seems you kept an eye on Mr. Glenn L. He was getting on my nerves, rustling that newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then he went and made all that fuss, dying from one sip of Javicino. Yeah, I wanted to say to him, calm down, you young brat. Just looking at him made me suddenly speed up my seed eating. Yeah, I could have choked and died. So I take it the victim was a walking ball of nervous energy. The earpiece you mentioned. Which hand did the victim touch it with? You're one of those people, aren't you? Mr. Kudo, what do you mean, those people? You're the type that uses your left hand to get things out of your right pocket. I legit don't know anybody that does that. Do you guys do that? Do you get things out of your right pocket with your left hand? I don't. Not normally. That is a strange thing, Kudo, for you to know about some people. Sounds like the backbooking team to me. Oh, God. Impact's bookers get things out of their right pocket with their left hand. Okay. Or fasten your left cuff with your right hand. I mean, yeah, it just makes it easier to do that. I've done that. That makes sense. Like the other one, like that seems irritating. Here, I'm gonna put my phone in my pocket. I'm gonna try and get out with my left hand. And let's see. I mean, it's easy, but like you're going across your body for no reason. Now with that makes sense. You just cuff, get your cuffs like that. That makes sense. Who does the whole like struggling to get their cuff? I've done it before like that, but ow. Normally I use whatever my other hand is to do it. And when the tour guide says on your right side, you'll see the famous blah, blah, you're the only one who deliberately looks left. Well, aren't you? No, I didn't mean... Obviously, he used the hand on the same side of his body that the earpiece was in. Ow! 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 So if he had the HMD on his left side, and it was his left hand, I guess. You seem very sure of yourself, Mr. Kudo. And on the left side, you'll see the horde of faceless ghosts that stand over his bed when he sleeps. Don't start making me paranoid. I don't need my paranoia to go up any higher. Because literally yesterday, the wind opened the door in the house, and I literally heard it. I'm like, oh, that was weird. So I went to go check it during the stream. That's one of the points where I got up to check it. And I was looking, I'm like, okay, nothing weird here. I look over, the door's open, I'm like, that's sus. That's sus. So then my paranoia started kicking in. Thank God I was streaming. I don't need my paranoia kicking in any higher. That's because I know what I saw. No matter what tricks you try to play on me. It's like you really did see the guy picking the cup up with his left hand. This is a dead end. Well, Nick, what do you think? I think the guy's telling the truth. But even so, something's not quite right. Then check evidence, Adam, until it breaks. But if he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradictions in his testimony, right? Alright. That couldn't be.
Objection!
Dude ruptured his left eardrum, bruh. He couldn't hear out of his left ear. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but Mr. Kudo, there's something very strange about your observations of the victim. What? You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. No question! You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? Do I have to throw more seeds at you, you son of a bitch? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo. But the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Eh? Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear. Because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Is that true, Captain? It is. Pigeon! Pretty pigeon! I went into a little bit of Lemongrad there for a second. Almost got to a point where I was about to be like, unacceptable! Order! 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 He's sitting over there singing the entire time thinking, unacceptable! This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the witness from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot? Son of a bitch. A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. You'd be real pissed at the cup of coffee I made. I didn't put a lot of milk in it. I did have a little bit of milk. It was a tasty cup of coffee. This old man is my drop of milk. Get this man some milk. Captain? Are you calling me a drip? No, Mr. Kudo, that's a positive thing. He's saying you got the drip. He's saying you're now Seth Drippin' Rollins. This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right. The lad drank his Javicino with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand, and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw. Ooh. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Objection!
Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. Elk drank the poisoned coffee. Like this. Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. Look at that face. Yeah. The testimony given by this witness is useless. Good spit take, Godot. I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fool! I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there. You just aren't literally a great quarterback. I'm not Frank, I'm Bob. Hi, Frank, I'm Dad. Get him with the top-tier dad jokes. Judge is actually using his brain. My God, did pigs start flying? This man must have finished the fan fiction. That's the only way this man's brain is focused on something else. He must have fully finished the fan fiction. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. Wait! If we stop now, where does that leave me? Yeah, the payment you said I was getting. Excuse me, leave you, Mr. Kudo? Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. Yeah, I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's across his I's now. How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. Yeah, I've kept my mouth shut until now. But there's something else this court should know. What? There's more? To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything, or it could be everything. I don't know. I'm starting to fall asleep. But I want another chance. Yeah, I want another crack at you young shark. Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. What have you got to lose, Captain? Yeah, I'll give you all the Javachino you want if you come to my house after the trial. Yeah, I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man. We're having a buried alive match. That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear his testimony. You bet! Much, much quicker! I can't believe this is happening! You better get ready, youngster! I get the picture. Just quit throwing your seeds at me, would you? He's got to be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. At least somebody noticed he wasn't running out. He's got infinite lives on those seeds. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table just as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Oh, that's what that was. Okay. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down? Well, is that all? Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. Yeah, you're doubting me again. You're doubting a poor defenseless old man? No. We are not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. I gotta get Maya's voice now. I've been Mr. Kudo too long. Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah. So what? Probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy. You're a bird brain! That's why that's all you can think of? Very well, Mr. Wright. Your final cross-examination, please. Okay. The court generally prefers if witnesses are sure of themselves, Mr. Kudo. Nosy Brad? Yeah, I'm warning you, I'm more savage than a macho man right now. Yeah, wrestling reference in the third Phoenix Wright game. Oh, yeah. Kudo bringing it. Yeah. He's got you for 3 minutes. Fucking love it. Good on you, Kudo. I imagine Kudo just like, I'm warning you. I'm more savage than a macho man right now. Yeah. Cream always rises to the top. Fucking love it. Oh, Kudo, you came through. He's chucking those seeds harder than ever. I better be careful. Come on, Nick! Nail him! The court has already heard that testimony, Mr. Kudo. Oh, get him with the Ishii driver. Nice. know that. I was just setting the mood. How else am I supposed to build up the suspense? The suspense? Yes. Now what do you think? Should I work the audience a bit more? No. Please continue, Mr. Kudo. As quickly as possible. I've got a dinner date here in a second. She said she really liked me on that Tinder. Oh God, don't New Jack Nightbot. You guys can't be doing this to Nightbot. Anything but a mass transit incident. Anything. Alright, now where was I? Yes! The young boy slumped over the table and... A vase, you say? Or a vase? Yes! There are vases on all the tables in that place. There are accidents waiting to happen. They're practically begging to be knocked over. Well, he's right about there being vases. I do remember seeing them, too. There was one, though, on the table. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there. And you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase? Well, it's hard to say. It's a bit unclear. How do you really define? Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I heard it break, and the sight of it is burned into my memory as clear as day. Soaked in water, you mean? Yes, it splashed me on the knee as well, right on my arthritic knee. You said you were sitting at a table across the room from the victim, correct? And yet the water still managed to splash onto you? It was cold! I clearly remember it splashing me! Did the water really make it all the way across to the other side of the room? You mean the vase on the victim's table falling upside down and breaking? The vase turned upside down, and my testimony's turning this case upside down. Look at me making jokes. It's a joke. I just wanted everyone to hear it. What do you think, Captain? I'm impressed by your ability to waste time. Godot hasn't raised any objection for a while now. So, you young show-off, with that scrap of information, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. My Nintendo gauntlet, to be precise. If I lose this one, I'll take it like a man and admit defeat. He's really giving you the evil eye, Maya. It's you he's looking at, Nick, not me! Like he's saying I triple dog dare you to find a contradiction, youngin'. Guess I'll just have to rise to the challenge, then. He didn't knock shit over. This man is a lying old fool. Objection! Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. So what? Yeah, I'm a rock star. I'm a show up. I'm old. So what? I was watching some Pluto TV before this stream went on, and I was listening to some music. So What was on there. That's the only reason that came to mind. Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Lost your tongue, Granddad? Phoenix, you related to Victor Kudo? Yeah, I know, Granddad of yours. Fuck you. Let me find the judge. Yes, there we go. Enough. If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners would... Ah! What is it now? Yeah, I just remembered something. Yes? Go on. The broken vase? It was on my table. I'm such a fool. I was the clumsy one. What? Well, you see, it startled me when that young lad collapsed. You should try for Kudo? I mean, I think you're gonna die soon enough, so I don't think you need to worry. So I stood up? That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table. Yes, it was on my table. Just speed up the process a bit. Oh, Lord. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked for the second time that day. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today. That's your joke. Yeah, I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. No, he didn't, Judge. And no, you haven't, Kudo. Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh, yes, I remembered something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. Wait, listen to me, you youngins. I'll have you if it weren't for you meddling kids. And your old judge. Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked. It's almost like WWE was releasing a shit ton of people today. Wow. And I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the witness in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we've heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it! Almost bit my tongue. I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end. But one more thing, Your Honor? The witness we just heard from. He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. Prosecution doesn't need props like that.
Godot's really mad, huh?
Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godot's. Yes, Your Honor. I imagine them reading this and his voice just playing in their head. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase in my seat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony. More like a 5-year-old's apology.
What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
That is all. This court is adjourned. Whew, we're finally out of that trial. Alright. January 7th, 12:52 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices.
So how do you think the trial went this morning?
How do you think it went?
It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances.
Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the witness who laced the coffee. All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw. The apron straps and the ribbon. And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. So the man heard a loud sound.
Talk about a terrifying case of contradictions.
Oh, contradictionitis. Okay. Well, that's a big word coming from you, Maya.
Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis.
Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then. Huh.
Yeah! We gotta find one for Maggie or she's going to have a terminal case of guilty.
Dogecoin is officially worth more than an actual quarter? To the moon, baby. To the moon! I may not partake in stocks or crypto, but to the moon with Dogecoin. To the moon. I love it. I love all the memes of Dogecoin to the moon. Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start. I just saw the Raging Cajun updated uniforms for college football revamped. Really nice looking.
Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first.
guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony as some sort of use.
Yeah, that's true.
And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow I think the key to this case has got to be at Tribulations.
Well then, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing too.
So, anything on your mind?
Actually, there is something. I was wondering about Zen-Eop. You know, like what he's like and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Almost forgot about that guy. I oughta beat you so hard it'll feel like yous was smooching the express train. Yous know what I mean. Phoenix Wright? You saying you? Phoenix Wright. 'Cause I'm Phoenix Wright. The one and only. Yeah. Out defend anyone. Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger.
Huh? You did? Where'd you find out?
Oh, yeah. I was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Fonione. Don Fonione. Why is that so good? Don Fonione. I love it. I love it. Let's just say it was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. What's that guy's story anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? A lot of money, probably. Gonna get paid. Okay, where do we want to go? Well, I guess we kind of gotta go to the detention center, but I'm gonna go here first.
Looks like Gumshoe's not here.
Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow.
You think?
Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing here? Call in the officers for the briefing. Quick! Can't you shut down the station's server? Chief! Quit playing on the internet! You can play Snake just locally. But my email pen pal 1337. I thought for just a damn second. For just a damn second, I thought that was spelling out Leon. It caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. I wasn't ready. I was not ready. Well, my email pen pal 1337 Asian Princess. Save it for later. I'm turning it off now. No! 1337 Asian Princess. Oh, Lord. I feel like... is it just me or does that feel... Because Spike Chunsoft worked on Phoenix Wright, correct? We went over this before in the early games. If Spike Chunsoft worked on this at all, I'm assuming that's a reference to Danganronpa. I'm assuming that the 1337 is in there as a reference. So when did Trials and Tribulations come out? Now this is of course remastered, but that was 2004. So that was before Danganronpa. But this is, of course, the remastered version of the trilogy. So it could have been added in. I don't know. I know it was made by Capcom, but didn't we go over that Spike Chunsoft worked on it? Like, they did something on Phoenix Wright? I thought we went over that, like you brought that up in, like, the first game. Okay, there were some similar staff members, okay. That's just, it's weird that it was that close to being Leon. That close. Change the 1-3 to an O, add another 1, and yeah, you're there.
Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh?
Keeping busy? More like panicking, if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. Wonder what's going on? Must be the chief of the detectives here. Looks lost. Now that the power to his computer has been cut. Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, could write up some reports. Just a suggestion. Dear 1337 Asian Princess, how are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night?
Wow, what an awesome job! Maybe I should send in my resume to become chief.
Why was there not an achievement for the Asian princess? That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Even pickpockets can have their pockets picked. That's a keeper. Better to go with something that doesn't sound too much like a slogan. Must be coming up with slogans for a crime prevention campaign. I'm not sure even he knows what kind of crime he's trying to prevent. Alright, to the detention center. Guess Maggie's still in questioning.
But we've got questions to ask her too! Maggie! Maggie!
Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. Inside voices.
Empty, as usual.
Yeah, and it's lunchtime, too. That's it. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, that sounds like... Now just call an 8, Belle. Come on, I know you can.
He's getting really worked up about something.
No! That's the wrong number. Oh, I just need an 8 and I would have won $6. God, that would have been a new paycheck for me. God damn it. Never win the lottery. Still wish Danganronpa kept some of the original ideas for the game they scrapped. Can't put too much into games. Gotta have some things that don't make the cut. Just some. Ugh. Looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff. I said 6, so I wasn't far off.
What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe?
Like the meter, which if you're friends with someone, they're more likely to side with you in trials, but if they hate you, they're more likely to doubt you. Oh, that would have been an interesting thing just to see how dialogue changes. I would have been interested in that just for the dialogue changes. Huh? Oh, it's yous. Hey, yous guys. I was, I was just, I was just listening to the radio, pal. Yeah. To the radio? Oh, radio? Tell me everything you know.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here!
He is, and he's having the twin tea set. What can I say? I mean, what can you say? This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look at Maggie in the eye now, pal?
You really drove her into a corner, you know?
You always blow apart my testimony. Why, of all the days, didn't you do it today? Sorry. There just weren't any holes in it. For once.
Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese? What am I, a Reuben sandwich to you? Would he have preferred crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyway, Lord, that way. Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything to you? You know, about me, I mean? Right? Like, you know, anything cool? And do I look good up there in the stand? I shaved today, you know. What is Monokuma's original design look like? Jared, send me a link. Put a link in the chat. I want to see it.
Well, how did she put it again?
I wasn't ready for that. Oh, that is no. 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 Concept. You know, I see the Monokuma concept at play, but no. God, no. 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 No.
Something like that.
What? What?
But please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean...
Why? Why, man? Why is this happening? I just was really hoping she'd like me, you know. Maybe we gonna get maybe a sandwich at the deli. I mean, it was named Phantom. I don't care what its name was. No. Monokuma is 10 times better.
He's banging his head against the wall, Nick!
Oh, man. Poor Gumshoe. So did you like the 20 set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous, my hands were shaking. These weak palms were sweaty. And no vomit on my sweater already. I didn't have mom spaghetti. Allergic. The original game concept, named Distrust, was supposed to have a much darker tone. Oh! Wait, they were gonna go darker than what they... Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see them bring that out with Danganronpa. Like, Danganronpa already being a thing. Just bring out the original game you had in mind. I wanna know how much darker we're talking. Because that, like, Danganronpa is a dark and fucked up game. Hell, we don't say one word in this chat because of Danganronpa now. So, you know, yeah. How do you go darker than what Danganronpa does?
So, how did it taste?
Well, for $20, I guess. I don't know how to describe it really. It was, delicate.
Delicate?
You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? It's supposed to be a lot more, well, realistic and not just going with the blood color. Okay. Okay. God, man, that... Like, the fun of Danganronpa is how dark it is with the cartoony fashion to, like, cover it up and make you feel better about it. But it's so intensely dark underneath. That's the fun of Danganronpa. But God, to think they were going to make a legitimately dark game. Bro, they did a good job of covering that thing up with Animu.
What's the matter with him?
Looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. And I just realized it's bad. That's it, it tasted bad. It's just kind of odd to admit to yourself when you paid $20 for it, you know? Yeah, no, I do know. I've paid near $20 for food that I didn't like all that much. It wasn't, like, terrible, but just I wasn't all that into it. Like, I've done that. I did that in college. There's a place I'd never eaten from before, and I ordered delivery, and I was like, I'm gonna try it. And it wasn't terrible, but for how much money I spent, didn't order it again. Maybe he should have found out about the price after he had finished eating. There's also an unconfirmed report that the murder scenarios could change based on your friendships with certain characters. Ooh, yeah. See, I like that when you can kind of change up the storytelling, because it gives it more replayability. That's what I love about games, is the idea of going back door and doing something entirely different. And that's cool. I would love to have seen that.
Hey, Nick! Maybe that's why Glenn Helg came here! Maybe he heard about the Super Fierce 27!
If by fierce you mean fearsome, speaking of Glenn Helg, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy.
Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? What were you all excited about earlier?
Huh? Yeah, what? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh yeah, that. That was nothing. Yeah, I wasn't excited. You guys don't know what you said.
Come on, Detective Gumshoe. You can tell little old me. What were you listening to?
Nothing, really. It was just the, daily exercise show. I'm trying to cut some pounds. Trying to do me some workouts. I've heard about this, like, this DDP yoga. Yeah, I've been doing that. Yeah, diamond cutter. Ah, you son of a bitch. What the? A psyche lock? Hey, this lunch special's lobster sure is great. Yeah.
Then why are there tears in your eyes?
This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked.
What happens when he crashes, though? Does he just start moving all of a sudden?
He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun?
Fun? Oh yeah, I know. So have you guys paid a visit to where Mr. Elg worked yet? Might as well.
His workplace? Where's that?
A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Or something like that.
Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun. Nick, let's go.
Computers aren't really my thing, Maya.
We'll be fine. I know all about the high-tech stuff.
I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. Computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Huh. Sounds like they could be called Microsoft. Oh, radio. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you've made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to... I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big just like Glenn Elg did. It's like you can see right through me. Huh. I've cracked him already? See, pal, that's why I said it was nothing. Hell yeah. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. Well, Gumshoe, can you set me a FanDuel lineup if you're pretty lucky? I mean, I've had some okay lineups, but they just can't get me to place it. What's with everyone in the lottery?
So, how did it go?
I won 50 cents. Go, Gumshoe. It's your birthday. You're gonna party like it's your birthday. It'd be better to win nothing at all than half a lousy buck. I was so mad. Bruh, you won something. Be happy. Yeah, I know the feeling. Bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. L. See? They've got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal.
I bet that's what Mr. Oak was listening to on the day he was killed.
Yeah. What time is it now? It's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcasted at the same time? Yeah, look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Well, that's quite useful.
Billionaire Radio. That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick.
Buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money. Okay, Vitamin Square or Blue Screens Inc.? Where are we going? Well, you guys tell me where we're headed. I'm gonna check on some odds boosts. What we got? Anything good? Anything good? No, nothing. That kind of sucks. Maybe I will take that. Yeah. Okay. Have we made a decision? Do you guys know where we want to go first? Vitamin Square, Blue Screens Inc. We want to go see Kudo again. That's everything. Yep. Alright. There's no... We haven't gone to the kitchen. Fuck all of it. We're going to the kitchen. Oh god. Oh god. My nose. Oh, I can feel the itch. There we go. Ugh. Undertaker kept thinking he should be there at Mania this year. I bet like he didn't know what to do with himself come Mania.
Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone.
What name for you? His mind isn't ready to call it quits, but his body is. I mean, that's what, from what I've heard, like, retirement, just plain and simple, is, like, you get to the point where you kind of want to go back, just because, you know, you've got nothing to do. I picked a profession where there is no such thing as retirement, though. What voice do you get?
I'll be back next month.
I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm gonna butcher it as best I can. Oi, naturalmente, I will be waiting for you.
haven't got it by then, I'm afraid I might get a little hot. It might get a little hot around here.
No, I will have everything ready. I promise. Oh God. Fucking shit.
I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles.
No, 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 stop it. I beg you. There's talk of a possibility of Kellen Mond going in the first. Who on fucking earth is taking Kellen Mond in the first round? What? Oh, it's probably Chicago. It's probably Chicago. Yeah. They're stupid enough to do it.
And don't let me down. I'll be watching you.
Miss, no. This is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle. Slowly but surely, willing Kellen Mond to the Jakes into existence. Yeah, sure you are. Don't be upset when Trevor Lawrence is gone at number 1.
Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart.
Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Or in the words of Tamatongo, who the fuck is you? Why are you murdering people or threatening and then fire? What? Oh, none. You do not have to end. You know, you worry far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is the oil of sandalwood.
I do love raw meat from time to time.
She's now an arsonist, a murderer, possibly a werewolf? Or vampire? Hybrid of the two? I don't know what the fuck you are anymore. Oh! I got something in my eye.
I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye. For now.
Whew. So the Raiders' fifth string corner, Deshaun Nixon, actually believes Raiders fans have bought his jerseys. I mean, there might be somebody somewhere that has. I have les shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become the nervous wreck. There! Oh, that feels good. Ooh la la, excusez-moi, monsieur. My eyes! My eyes! Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this is la oil of sandalwood. Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? Bruh. You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? No, you're alright, monsieur. But, perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. But I got a brave face, huh?
That's what girls Nick?
But you are right. Business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is the problem. People do not understand it. They think it is Trey. I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays.
Nick, that's the kind of thing you can make. That's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry.
Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? PWI reports that Mojo was actually released a lot earlier than announced, and he will be free as of May 31st. I mean, I'm not shocked at the Mojo Raleigh release. That one made sense. To me, at least. Literally, the only thing that got him anything in his career was being friends with Rob Gronkowski. Legitimately. But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to the finale. No one will take it from me. His career died with the Hype Bros. WWE anyway. Yep. So, who was that terrifying woman you were just talking to who threatened to burn down your restaurant, as well as stab you, as well as said she really enjoys raw meat, which makes me think that she is not only a killer, possibly some supernatural being, and also something else? I don't get future endeavored. I don't get future endeavored. I stay future endeavored. Oh, Lord. Put that on a t-shirt. Ooh la la. You saw that? Well, yes. Sorry.
So, who was she? She looks so polite and graceful.
Maya, what the fuck did you see? I saw some chick that spooked the shit out of me. Like, I was terrified. I thought she was gonna kill me. Polite. Graceful.
And she likes raw meat and fires, right?
I mean, she also said she'd stab him through the heart. If you missed that. Now that I think about it. Hey, Maya. I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having.
You think so? Well then, let's show them that piece of evidence and see what happens.
So long as the paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with the broken ribs.
An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it.
Oh, they keep harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them.
Help them? With what?
Mas bien, sir, if I did not owe them the money, I would have refused. But my hands are tied. Please, what did you agree to help them with? None. I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with la salad garnish. Ew! I hope he doesn't mean that he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish. I'm going to guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract. Am I right? Oh.
Please, Mr. Armstrong. Tell us about that woman.
The woman who was here earlier. I take it that she's, why, as it comes to this, what a tragedy. Suddenly I find myself so deep in the debt. It is a sign of the bad world we live in. No, I'd say it's more of a sign of the bad culinary skills. The woman who was here, the scary woman, she is from the loan office. Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Or Tinderlinda, it is called.
Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me wanna borrow some money.
Please, you must not borrow from Zim. If you must, no, more than $10. $10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya.
Hey, I get a bit more than that. Thank you very much.
More than I make in a month. So Tinderlinder is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh?
I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case.
I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to I'm loaning me the money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I am like a slave. I have to do everything that they tell me.
Who's this? He?
The tiger. Fucking phony Phoenix is a loan shark? Dude, that's so cool. No wonder he's from Jersey. Dude, a fucking loan shark.
The tiger?
Oi, he is the manager of the Tinderlinda, a terrifying man, la big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter. Does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no. This man has a presence, a most formidable personality. Also, he does have a spiky hair just like you. Oh, there is a resemblance there, I suppose. Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit the Tinderlinda, it is just beyond Vitamin Square.
Hey, Nick! If you need money, I can loan you some. As long as it's less than $3.
Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We got a big meeting starting in a bit.
About Maggie's case, you mean?
No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside.
Okay, well, see you later then.
Bye! Bye, guys. See yous. See yous guys later. what? You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I've kinda got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah. It's for, Maggie, actually. Yeah. I was kinda hoping you'd give this to her for me.
What is it?
It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. I've been really worried about her. She looked like she'd lost a lot of weight.
Detective Gumshoe? How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on earth who can down this much meat!
I'm not even gonna say it. I don't think it needs to be said. Someone hit the goddamn button. If that's not a statement that deserves it. Lord, the writers knew what they were doing in this damn game. The writers knew exactly.
Hey, phrasing!
They knew exactly what they were fucking doing. Gumshoe making bentos out here, yeah. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juiciness. So will you give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. Can't exactly say no, can I? A tenderly handmade lunchbox fills the stomach with love and plenty of weenies.
Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry.
Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. He's finally gone. Okay, where are we going? Detention Center, Vitamin Square, or Blue Screens Inc.? Make the decision. I'm actually going to, Ooh, excuse me. Fully schedule these up now. Okay. Boom. I am all good now. I had to... Because given where we are right now and how much time it's probably going to take, I wanted to schedule up the uploads for today. So I'd already uploaded them, and I wasn't sure when I wanted to really schedule them. Alright, let's go to Vitamin Square first. January 7th, Vitamin Square. An FC scout just called quarterback Davis Mills out bad. Kevin Hogan almost had more than he has in terms of mobility and making plays. I'll say this much about Kevin Hogan. I remember watching him in college, and I personally thought he was a pretty solid quarterback. I didn't think he was anything fantastic, but he was definitely a guy I thought like you could use as a developmental guy. And maybe one day he could be that starter for you. So, I thought he was a good developmental quarterback. I didn't watch a lot of Davis Mills, so I ain't got much to say on him.
see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you?
Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway. At least not for now. So much for that, huh? Yeah, he did not pan out. He did not pan out. It looked like though at one point he kind of could, but nope. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix.
Hey, check this out!
I wouldn't get too close to that if I were you. Otherwise, you might be in for a shock. My phony must be lurking someplace nearby. Just imagine a tiger loose in the city.
Meanwhile, the real phoenix is like an abandoned chick, lost in a vast urban jungle.
Huh?
Don't worry, someday you'll grow up and become a fierce tiger, a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope.
Why is she trying to pep talk me into becoming my phony?
Hey, look! Pigeons!
Yeah, and heaps of them too.
Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace?
That's a dove, not a pigeon.
Poor things. So they can't be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're gray? Is that it?
You're overthinking this one by just a smidge, Maya. Let's go to Tenderlander. Oh, God. Win through compromise. He didn't play at all in 2019 and only was active for one game in 2020 for the Bengals, but didn't play. Poor Kevin Hogan.
This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it?
Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Talk about a creepy voice. Makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. Oh, it's the girl.
You're here to discuss a loan?
No. Not exactly.
The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly. Please. She's gone! Just like that!
Maya, that's not waiting quietly. Guess we'll just have to come back another time.
But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick! This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick! Let's take a look around, okay?
Do you think it'd be okay?
Of course! No one will ever... Coffee? Ah!
Sorry, headphone users.
I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly.
Yes. Thank you.
Do not touch the desk. Please. Nick! Let's get out of here!
Now she wants to get out of here. There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud it's a wonder you can hear it.
The lid's open! I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee? Ah!
Yes! Thanks! It was, lovely.
So, you drank it all? He. touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup.
That coffee. It was laced with something? I'm almost sure of it.
Nick! My stomach! It's killing me! Oh, wait. Maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast.
I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the?
What? What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger?
It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber.
What?
This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Yep, they really made a Rocky reference. They did. I mean, you have to. Yeah, the dude is called the Tiger. How are you not making an Eye of the Tiger joke?
Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal.
No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. That's one impressive desk on one impressive road.
It's solid gold, Nick! Gold! Just look at that shine! Only real gold shines like that.
Would you really want such a shiny desk, though?
I don't know. But let's see what it's like to sit at a solid gold desk. Wow! I'm completely dazzled!
That's because it's completely dazzling.
I can see up my nose in the reflection! That's gotta be really distracting!
So the desk isn't practical. No surprise there.
What's this?
It's a punching bag.
What? No way! You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like this!
What do you mean, walking around?
The design's gross to start with, and it's way too heavy to be practical. And why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it! I was right before back at Tribulations. Paris fashion is more my thing.
I really hope she's pulling my chain on this one.
Let's see, this round dog thing is called a Daruma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured, in case you're wondering.
You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change?
I bet you also don't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself.
Tom Brady really hates the number rule now? Why? Because he won't remember his teammates? Good luck trying to block the right people now. Oh, Lord.
Come on, Nick! Give him a good shot!
Only if I feel like dying.
Now, this yellow thing is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's called a king. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know?
Assuming she knows that what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they?
Hey! There's a piece of paper sticking out from under here.
What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Is he even have one? 15,000 to replace a bumper and a light. That's insane!
The car's registered to the Cadaverans. Huh, so it's not even the Tiger's car.
Why would someone else's repair bill be in the Tiger's office? The Cadaverini family. Okay.
Oh no! Someone dropped the ashtray on the floor! That's going to be a nightmare to clean up.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything.
I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal.
How'd she manage to knock over one of those? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy?
Oh, hey! There's a book of matches here too.
Matches, huh? Places don't give these out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second.
What is it?
Look what's printed on its cover. It says Tribulations. Alright. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them.
Yeah! Pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out.
Swing and a miss. Maya, swing and a miss.
Hey, look at this Parisian style coat. It's so chic.
Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion.
Hey, look at this. This is the same color as the one you wear, Nick.
Same color as my suit.
Ah!
Keep your voice down, Maya.
Nick! Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah! Sure! Thanks! Just wait here quietly. Otherwise... Sure! Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said!
Yeah, sure.
I have my eye on you, only so I can take care of you. Understand?
We're gonna die. We're totally gonna die.
Ah! I'm scared, Nick!
So? What were you getting so excited about earlier?
Look at the lapel of this suit!
That's an attorney's badge. Well, a makeshift one at that.
Is the tiger a lawyer?
No way. Look at this thing. It's made of paper.
For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick.
Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Come out from under the desk, Maya. What are you two snooping around in my office for? Nothing. Girl, my precious Gappy. You's got ash on my rug. You gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us. It was all Raylan. You's the one that got... You's the one to argue with me? Is that what you doing? You think yous can take me on? You gonna flat I'm gonna flatten you two into pancakes, then turn you into my noodles. Ah!
Oh. Don Tigre. You're back.
Don Tigre. There we go. Huh. That voice. It's like evil sleeping into your head through your ears.
I'm sorry, Don Tigre. I knocked over that ashtray earlier. And...
Eek? She got a death wish or what? Oh, right. Yeah, that's fine. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing. It's nothing. You's good. You good. You just sit yourself back down. You have a little rest. You's good. You's fine. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You too cute, you hear? That's so unfair.
Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan.
Phoenix Wright. Yes? You's either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you's gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. Heh. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, right? No questions. This is the last time we meet. Wait, please.
That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot.
Leon calling right at the end of the stream. Always coming in right as I'm doing right as I'm doing voices too. Oh, I know. Alright.
You waited until he was right out of earshot before you shouted after him.
Like you're one to talk. I didn't hear you scream, "Hold it," either.
The espresso.
Ah!
And cookies.
This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tenderlender.
With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business.
I read it, got it, and lost it. Whatever.
A rate of interest and an attractive repayment policy.
Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well?
We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tinderlander. Hey, Nick! Things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan?
Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much.
Tinderlander is on your side.
So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then?
We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee.
Right. I think I'd rather skip town.
Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well.
So, do you know about the incident we're investigating?
What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager.
The manager being the tiger. Furio Tigre? Is that what it would be? Furio or Furio? I'm gonna say it's Furio.
Furio Tigre. Furio?
Tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from.
Eop's got a real name! Nick, hurry up and find out more about him!
He's 42. We don't know Violetta's age. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre?
Cookie? Sure! How do you like my cookies? I bake them myself. Go ahead, Nick! The honor's all yours!
No. Ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together?
We are lovers.
Who saw that one coming? I didn't. I didn't see that one coming. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice.
And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me.
The tiger saved you?
Please, address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to...
Okay, Don Tigre. Of course. I'm sorry. You saved her life? I'd sure like to know how that happened. Yandere crazy bitch. You think she's a yandere?
I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died. Once. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope.
Guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx. That's one weird way to say she's going to hell. I mean, technically it's just the afterlife because that's Roman mythos, but either way, some people would see that as a terminology for hell. Man, Phoenix!
But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe.
Fucking Leon calling me on the cell now, too.
I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso.
Still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you've got that bandage around your head?
This?
So what's the story with the bandage?
They put it on after the operation.
Did you get brain surgery?
Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. A fatal injury?
Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once. God damn!
She really creeps me out, Nick!
Same here. We've got to find out the truth. I don't think I have enough for her yet, so... You can't find out all from Violetta. Or from Violetta.
There he is! Old City's back feeding the pigeons again!
Hey! Take this, and get out of my park! Like I thought. He's really mad. Come on, Maya. Just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can.
What? Why? Hello, old man!
What are you doing, Maya? Eh? Yeah?
Hey! He just turned his back on us!
I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning.
Hey, Mr. Kudo!
Huh? Pigeon? Yeah.
Look, we really need to talk to you, alright?
Out with the demons! Yeah, in with the good whatever.
Ow! 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 Seeds! Shell splinters! Painful!
I always knew you were a demon, Maya. God damn, Phoenix. Alright. Didn't think we'd be talking to Mr. Kudo again yet, but okay. Sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Yeah, everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. That dirty old man who was so busy looking at the serving girl's backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. Yeah, are you listening to me, boy? Yeah, I don't care what you say. Yeah, I saw that witness put it in. I saw that waitress put it in.
She put some white powder into the young lad's Javachino. We hear you. And another thing, the young layabout was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles. We're really sorry. So, yeah, I made a mistake about the vase. So what? Yeah, I'm a rock star. Yeah, I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay. Take it easy. Please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat. Take this. You said you were a craftsman, right? Yeah. The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves. Surely, it's not that. Yeah, I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the Shoguns. Do you hear me? Yeah, I didn't become an embroiderer. I was born one. You merely adopted embroidery. Yeah, I was raised in it. Am I the only one who suddenly thought of Bane when he said that? Ah, yes. You merely learned embroidery. I was born in it. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. Yay! Yeah, I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection! Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood. That's all. Yeah, I've got a tsunami of frustration inside, and it's ready to burst out. We let him start rambling now. We might never shut him up. What should I do? Let's suck it up first. So I better let him talk. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then. Of course not, you idiot! Sure we can. So we kick Skudo. Now he'll be quiet. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands. Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of two-bit community handyman? Well, buy some bread, now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost! That's what they're trying to say. Oh, yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did he just say? At home and at that restaurant. Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned. What? Okay, cool.
Quick save. Okay. God damn it, I skipped over it. I thought I saved over the top one. I did not. Fuck. Shit, I wanted to see what happened if I cut in. Damn it. Oh, that's fine. Here, quick, Where are the achievement notifications? Trying to remember the, what the fuck is it in the new setup? No. Whatever. I'll go check it later. I wanted to see if there was an achievement for that. That was the only reason I was gonna do it. See if there was a trophy. So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The serving girl collapsed in a very sexualized position. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excusez-moi, you, call the police. Call them yourself. I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time. So, did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Yeah? Do I look like I'd have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? Yeah, I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You went looking for one? I couldn't find one right away. You know, wandered around for 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened, yes sirree, the owner was at Tribulations on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, yeah, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you all bullied me out of the courtroom. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that woman, that man, alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Huh. Yo, sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. Yeah, I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead. We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie. And from Mr. Armstrong. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong there alone. Missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Yeah, the bedside literature. Already read through that. Alright. Let's at least get the blue screen's ink before we call a close to this stream.
Wow, this place is so high-tech! You can almost smell the electricity in the air!
Here's a computer for a moment. They can't work without electricity, you know. Who are you? Oh, never mind, it's a female.
Oh, hello!
This game's really testing me with female voices, especially this trial right now, or this part.
I'm sorry. Access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory.
So everyone's looking at power levels. Yeah, they're all secretly. This is Bulma. She's got blue hair. That's a dragon radar. That's what it is.
There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow! What secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building.
She's gonna be Gladys. She's gonna be Gladys from Portal.
Understood.
Who is this one? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show. Education.
My name is Lisa Basil.
Or Basile? Lisa Basile? No, Basil.
I'm the company director.
Director? She's human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell. Hey! More references out of Phoenix. And that thing over her eye. Isn't that the same device as Glenelg's?
That's a DMH, right?
Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's a HMD.
All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. Then do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. The cake is not a lie, it is here in the company. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one.
So, what exactly is this firm's business?
I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry and then deliver optimum operating systems and source level components to them. Huh? You lost me in the corner of analyze and management.
It doesn't matter. They analyze stuff. You got that much, right?
The software we produce is distributed on CDs.
You don't do floppy disks? No floppy disks?
CDs? Yes, compact disc, digital optical storage media.
Of course. CDs are used for software as well as music.
It is a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now?
I'm researching the impact of time on logical access to share global variables, obviously. Interfaces to premium time global interfaces, and it's virtually important to the success of everything.
Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah!
Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. Lord. You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil?
You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier too, but I couldn't tell him anything either, because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Incorporated. Oh!
How about Mr. Elg's desk? Have you cleared it out already?
No, not yet. It's the one right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it.
Of course there might be a clue here somewhere.
Whoa! Look at this desk, Nick! What a mess!
It's pretty average to me.
But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this!
You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know? Maya's upset. She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry, Ben.
Hey! This calendar!
What about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it.
Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen.
December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elg was murdered. Is there anything else?
Yeah. It says, meet with the tiger.
The tiger? Well then.
Wow, look at this mess!
Looks like they're all betting tickets.
What kind of betting tickets?
They're betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Man, this dude had a big gambling addiction. Like, I bet like 50 cents to $1. I don't bet a lot of money on FanDuel, but bruh, this dude just, damn. I have my days where I don't bet any. Shit.
Oh, wow! His drawers are stuffed full of these!
Looks like they're all losing tickets though. There's over 500 of them.
Woo! many tickets would get you. What? $1 down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you'd try to profit from the dead, Nick.
I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. Those pillars almost look like they're moving. It's kind of unsettling.
Nah, they just look a bit twisted or warped or whatever word I'm looking for.
This office was designed with a futuristic feel in mind.
Futuristic?
Yes, we tried to imagine what things might look like in the future when we designed it. It helps to soothe and calm the soul.
On second thought, I agree with you, Nick. This place is really unsettling. Hey, look, Nick, it's a supercomputer! It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it?
Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya.
That explains why we don't use the computer in our office.
You work there too, Maya.
Yeah, but at least I'm...
Please, don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you.
She said she'd laugh at us, Nick!
She's a human, Maya, not a computer. He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he?
Wow! I bet that's where the pro in programming comes from, huh? I guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Maybe I can become old Sadie's apprentice.
And what about your spirit medium training? I just wanted to see if she'd recognize it. Alright, about Mr. L. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality.
Oh? What?
He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. Damn. That's what got him into trouble.
What's the matter?
He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. A model employee. I think I kind of called that she's a robot. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. Gotta find out what this trouble was exactly. Would we say it's trouble? About Mr. L. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry, why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Three Psyche locks?
Guess Mr. Oak is like every other man with his own pile of secrets.
Alright. With that, though, I think that's a great spot to save. And that is going to bring an end to this stream. Let me get the music going. Let me get it set here. Let's go. Let's go with this one. So, with that, that brings us to the end of this stream. Appreciate all y'all for being here for this one. I think this was a fun one. Actually, the little bit of the trial took longer than I thought it would. Not gonna lie, I didn't think it was gonna take as long as it did. But either way, I think we're very close to the next portion of the trial. So we should get into that, I think, in the next week in the stream. Remember, we got the Nuzlocke coming up tomorrow. Set or normal, or whatever it is, set or switch. That's what it is, I think. Either way, we've still got to figure out how we're going to play the game. So we'll come up with that probably at the beginning of the Nuzlocke. It's going to be a fun one. I'm excited to get started with it and see if we can go 3 for 3 victories going with it. But with that, thank you once again, everybody, for being here. Appreciate it, whether you were like jamming in the chat or just chilling and watching. Either way, and if you're catching this after the fact, thank you for watching after the fact. I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, should say, more so, I will see you guys next time.